Lovies, it's Sarah. Welcome back to my channel. I have a haul for you. I am going to share with you all of the items that I picked up from NatashaDenona.com. I originally heard about Natasha Denona from Mrs. Lola Lynn. She shared with us a haul on Snapchat of all of the items she ordered from the Natasha Denona website, and I was blown away by the quality of the products, so I decided to place an order. I placed my order at the end of July, the very end of July. In fact, I believe it was July 31st. And then I got my items around the 11th of August. Now, when you check out on the website, you have the option of having the items shipped to your post office within 21 days. You can pay $10 for shipping and have them within 10 days. Or you can pay, I think it was between 15 and 20 maybe, and you can have them quicker than that. I chose just the free shipping because I was in no hurry to get them. So it didn't take the full 21 days, but it took close to 2 weeks. So I'm just throwing that out there first. So when you get the items, they are packaged, obviously in a box. And then when you open the box, there is another box and it looks like this. It's just a beautiful white box. There's a nice pull tab here, and then when you open it, you know, you'll have all of your items, and they were wrapped individually in tissue paper and bubble wrap. They just come beautifully. To let you know, I am wearing them all today, so you can see them in action, so to speak. The first item is the Face Glow from the line. This is their foundation. It has SPF 15. You're getting 1.01 fluid ounces of product. It comes with a pump top. I am in the shade 40 for reference. Here is what it looks like. This stuff is amazing. I apply it with a beauty blender and it just gives the most beautiful glow to your skin. So if you are oily, you are not going to like this. I do have an oilier T-zone, as I've mentioned in the past, so it can look a little dewy, a little shiny, but I don't mind that. I'll just touch up with powder if I feel like it. Sometimes I'll just let it go and glow on, but it is a beautiful product. It does provide a nice coverage. This is the only thing other than concealer under my eyes that I'm wearing on my face, and as you can see, it does cover the redness around my nose, and I do have a few blemishes around my chin area from some hormonal breakouts, and it has covered that really well. My freckles are nicely masked without being too much, so I really like this. It's a nice foundation. It provides great coverage and it's very comfortable to wear. Again, I'm in the shade 40 and I cannot wait to wear this a lot more during the fall and winter when my skin becomes a little drier and I'm looking for a little bit of glow and a little luminosity. The next item I want to show you guys is the glow powder. First and foremost, look at this packaging. It is beautiful rose gold packaging. This is the all over glow face and body shimmer powder. This is in the shade 01 Light. Here's what it looks like. You're getting 0.35 ounces of product. I have this as my highlight here. I have it down the center of my face. Cupid's bow stuff is amazing. I guess this is kind of what a lot of people talk about currently on YouTube, is the glow powder. I really, really like this. It's a very gorgeous highlight, but still subtle enough so it's not like bam in your face. It gives you more of a lit from within look versus a shimmery, sparkly look. I actually applied the Face Glow and my concealer, and then I took this with my IT Cosmetics Mega Fan Brush and I fanned it onto the tops of my cheekbones and then applied my blush, and I really, really like the effect it gives. It just comes through that blush real natural looking, but still very glowy. Love that. My cheeks today, obviously, I got the blush duo. Now this packaging is very similar to the glow powder, but it comes in a white and pink packaging. You are going to get 2 different shades. This is the Blush Duo number 2 Tutu and number 11 Matte Nude. This is all I'm wearing on my cheeks. No additional bronzer, no additional contour, and it is beautiful. I picked this shade specifically. It would transition nicely into the fall. It's a little deep, but it still has some warmth, so it goes well with your tan, and once your tan fades, it'll still bring a little bit of warmth to your skin once the cold months hit and we go back to our pale pasty self. Very, very soft, gorgeously pigmented. Her stuff is very pigmented. So there's the blush right there for you. And then I'll show you this lighter shade here. Now, there it is right next to it. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it. The whole point of this is supposed to be the shade that you use on your cheekbones, and then the lighter shade is supposed to be the shade that you use to blend it out. So what I did was I took my e.l.f. Cosmetics, that blending brush I talked about in my monthly favorites, and I applied it right here as my contour, and then I took my IT Cosmetics blush brush, dipped it into the pan, and then swirled it on my cheekbones, and then swirled it back to blend out that color to give it more of a blended look. So gorgeous product, very soft, very pigmented, very blendable. It doesn't kick up a lot of powder, so a great, great product. Each blush is 0.25 ounces, so half an ounce of product in this. I love everything that I got, but these two items are the standouts, what I'm wearing on my eyes. This is the eyeshadow palette, the 5-pan eyeshadow palette in number 4. This is absolutely perfect for fall. As I said, I'm wearing it on my eyes today. You've got the deep taupe, the warm red, you've got the coppery gold here, a nice beautiful champagne here, and a very, very beautiful gold highlight shade. I did wear all of these today. The only thing I can say about this palette is obviously it lacks a matte transition color, but other than that, beautiful, pigmented, easy to work with, very easy to blend. I will say there is some fallout, so I would suggest doing your eyes first, but oh my God, absolutely gorgeous. I'll go ahead and show it to you close up. 59M Moonstone. This is the shade 70P Cool Plum. 63M is Oxide. You have 31M, which is Cool Bronze, and 25M, which is Aura. Here they all are, absolutely stunning, absolutely pigmented, just a really nice product. And I recently got the VisArt palette, and those are supposed to be like hands down some of the best shadows out there. These are better than that in my opinion. Gorgeous, stunning, beautiful. Oh my God. They make a statement and they work beautifully and wear beautifully. To the second palette. This is the number 2 palette. This is going to have more of your lavender shades, more of your rosier tones, still super appropriate for fall, but a little bit on the cooler side. Excuse me, you're going to get 22M Maroon, 87M, which is Light Coral, 64V, which is Shell, a beautiful transition shade, 40M Lavender Gray, this is beautiful, and then 51M is Rosewood. I'm like the world's worst swatch. Shades from that palette, gorgeous, stunning, beautiful, pigmented, side by side. So if you're deciding which one you need, here they are side by side. The top one is the warmer palette, the number 4, and the bottom is the cooler one, the number 2. So again, top is the 4, 2 is the 2. Are 0.08 ounces each. So times that by 5, you're getting almost half of an ounce of product. And then the last two items I want to share with you are lip items. I'm wearing one of them today. The first I want to share with you is a lipstick. It comes in packaging like so, the white top and then the bottom. I will say these are very light and plasticky. They remind me a lot of the Maybelline lipstick, the packaging. Same with the smell. So just saying that. The shade that I'm wearing today is the metallic lipstick number 58 Warm Plum. I thought this would be perfect for the fall time, and I have it with that number 4 eyeshadow palette, and it pairs beautifully. That's why I picked it. The shade right there is just really, really pretty. A nice deep burgundy shade with a little bit of plum. The last item I got is one of her lip glazes. Comes in the packaging like this, a traditional lip gloss packaging. It's not doe foot, it is a little brush. These are her lip glazes, which are very, very long wearing. They're very comfortable on the lips. They're very, very opaque, as you can see. Here's the swatch there. You are interested in picking up a lip product, but you can't decide between a lipstick or a lip glaze, I would recommend the lip glaze. The lipstick is nice, but the lip glaze provides a lot more longevity. So if that is what you're looking for, you would prefer this. That is it for my Natasha Denona haul. I wanted to share that with you guys. Like I said, ordered them at the end of July, got them mid-August. I've had a chance to use them and play around with them, and I'm really, really, really enjoying them. Shades that would work well for the fall. So now that September's here, I'm pulling out a lot more of my vampy lips and my warmer, rustier eye tone or eyeshadows to create a lot of looks like this. To do a tutorial really soon on this look right here. So give this video a thumbs up if you want to see that. I'll say this. Since purchasing these items, I have heard a lot of bigger YouTubers start talking about these products. I first heard Jaclyn Hill mention wanting them on Snapchat, and then Nikki Tutorials just featured one of Natasha Denona's supersized eyeshadow palettes in her favorites. So if this is a brand that you're interested in trying, I definitely recommend hopping over to the website, taking a quick look, and maybe picking up a couple items, especially the eyeshadow palettes, because I have a feeling that once Jaclyn Hill talks about them on her channel, they might be hard to come by. Great for Natasha Denona as a business, not so great for those of us who want to try a high quality product and we might not be able to get our hands on. So I just thought I would mention that. Thank you to Laura for opening my eyes to this brand. I had never heard of it before, and I'm so glad that she mentioned them. I honestly don't think that I'm going to be spending my money on anything other than these eyeshadow palettes. I know that's kind of a bold statement to make, but the only others that I wanted were the Viseart, and I was able to get 2 of those. My friend picked them up for me when she went to a makeup show and they were on discount. But comparing those swatches to these swatches, hands down, these, you know, just knock any shadows out of the park. With all of that being said, I'll leave the website below. It's just the link to her website. She doesn't know who I am. I don't get any sort of commission if you shop. Price point is a little steep. I believe the 5 pans run $48, and I know some people are like, oh my god, that's like almost $10 a shadow, but I would pay that. I have them, obviously, I bought them obviously, but I've used them, you guys, and they are worth every single penny. And for me to say that I'll go back and buy more at $48 a pop, that has to be saying something. So I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.